First of all, I would like to say that although on the surface it looked like we didn't get anything done, I think we did. I think everybody's gonna go home tonight and start examining their conscience on tonight. I think we missed a good opportunity here, but I accept the fact. It is what it is. And I think everybody spoke somewhat civilly on the issues that came to hand. I wasn't going to mention this, but now since I've been elected to represent the board in negotiations with the VAE, I had to look up the definition of hostile because I didn't think I was ever hostile. But water under the bridge, and I look forward to working with you guys, and thank you for accepting me. Because Suzanne, I tell you the truth, I was not going to continue this job, and I talked to your mom and dad about it. And that night, you and I had a conversation that I thought was civil, and you convinced me otherwise what I had thought, my preconceived notion of what you guys did. Okay. So I look forward to working with you guys. I really do. And thank you for giving me this opportunity. That's it.
Well, I got a lot to say. First of all, VAE takes out an ad, paid for Vermilion Association of Educators. I'd just like to know if the teachers know they paid for that ad. Because I'm sure it was paid for by dues. Once again, Ms. Bro, you're delirious. It's not VAE that I'm after. It's your leadership. That is what's under attack. Your skills, your style, and your quest to divide the system. Make your comments toward me, not toward Mr. Landry or toward Mr. Broussard. Perhaps this may be a political ploy that you're trying to scheme. I think you have family running for school board against either one of those. According to a well-respected former VAE president and negotiator, this is not what VAE or the contract stands for. Once again, you're delirious. You did not clear the air, but you muddied it even more by using the Vermilion Parish School Board server to put out political propaganda. Just like one of your members allegedly put propaganda in a school. So I think you should be disciplined under policy GAHB for using the Vermilion Parish School Board email server. Paul, can you please check into these two allegations? Propaganda at 7th Ward and employees using Vermilion Parish property for political gain. Vermilion Parish School Board did not remove the teacher. The marshal's office of the city of Abbeville did for disturbing a public meeting. Let's clear the air on that. So the union piggybacked on a possible open meetings violation lawsuit, and the Vermilion Parish School Board did not even have her removed. The marshal's office removed her. Whose dues are paying VAE's attorneys? I think it's the teachers, because the teachers are the ones that pay the dues. I don't think the teachers would approve of that either. Putting things on an agenda, that is the Vermilion Parish School Board's duty, not VAE in my opinion. Once again, stirring up commotion. Why don't you provide records if you want to be transparent? I'll tell you why. You won't provide records in the survey because it was bogus and loaded by the question you asked. And I would think none of the responses were signed. So continue to behind the shield of VAE not being a public body. You say we discriminate against pregnant women. We follow state law. I guess state law is not good enough for the leadership of VAE. You stall negotiations for the betterment of the system because you can't get anything in return. Get over it. There's no recurring revenue to give the teachers a raise. Until we have recurring revenue, that cannot be done. But all the commotion under your leadership has caused no one to want to vote for a tax. Your vice president states a policy to a principal that does not even pertain to the situation that is going on in the school. Once again, stirring commotions. Principals feel like they can't do their job because everything they do is under a big microscope. And that's the consensus of principals. Principals are there to run a school. And Ms. Bro, if I remember correctly, and I know I'm correct, you took a picture of a piece of ceiling tile that was pushed back in your classroom, sent it into the news, got 2 board members on board with it saying that schools were in dilapidatory condition. What really happened was they fixed your air conditioning in your class, and the air conditioner repairman forgot to put the tile back. That's what really happened. But once again, trying to tear the system down. By 7 o'clock the next morning, they had already identified the culprit. You don't speak in meetings, you let other people speak for you. A leader should get up there and speak. An employee reported something to you, a possible grievance issue, you turn your back on them. Instead, you call the principal and a board member in return. Your leadership has tried hard to find somebody to run against me, including the husband of one of your members. I guess no luck. I'm unopposed. So get ready for the next 4 years. You're stuck with me. And I don't go down easy. When it comes to protecting the kids of the parish,
Wow.
now let's go to the ad that you ran against me. But you used VAE's money. Did you ask the members if it was all right to use their dues to pay that ad? Once again, I'm not after the union, but the poor leadership. Your leadership has stalled negotiations for the betterment of the maintenance workers and the system. But according to page 19 and 20 of the bargaining contract, we don't need to negotiate overtime pay for maintenance workers. It's already been done. So once again, you are making commotion for the system and not representing all workers. Looks like tonight I am the one standing up for employees, including the first presentation that I stood up for 4 employees that did not change policies. All your organization does is stand up for certain groups that holler the loudest and are the guilty ones that come before the board after they've been through the process. So in closing, I call for your leadership team to resign and let people with good intentions have a chance to make a difference for the good teachers, the amazing system in Vermilion Parish, and the great kids of the parish. I expect to be bashed again by your leadership style and the leadership style of VAE President Debbie Moe. All I say is, leave Mr. Landry and Mr. Broussard out of it. This is between me and the leadership of VAE. You say VAE has been passive for too long. Well, all you're saying is that past leadership didn't do their job. Once again, Ms. Bro, you're delirious.
Wow.
Now, getting to the membership, I don't need to be educated. I'm educated. 31%. 402 people getting taken out their check. 31%. Okay? The state says there's 525 members, which brings it to 41%. But the reason, let me rephrase that. Prove that you have that many members, because there's a 40%. There's a 40% rule. And according to some people in the union, they're always told, never say we're below 40%. I wonder the reason why. Thank you. Board members will have, yeah, more than
So you
3
can't
minutes.
attack somebody's character, but you just
You
did.
can attack.
I want to thank everybody for their cooperation on Tuesday morning. When we woke up to unexpected rain, we were all here on Monday night. Nobody mentioned that there was a huge storm coming. Nobody knew it was coming. But I woke up that morning to Mr. Kibbe's voice, letting me know that we had an issue. Because in the northern end of the parish and where I live, we didn't get much rain, so I wasn't aware of the issue elsewhere. So, but by the time we were abreast of the situation and assessed things, we had buses on the road, kids were already heading to school. Mr. Kibbe understood that, so we talked it all out. But so we made a decision to bring everybody to school, and then we would assess the situation then. At that time, the heavy rain was supposed to be over by 6:45. The flood watch was over by then, well, then it was 9:45. So we gathered with everybody who had knowledge of the situation, with department heads, and everybody who needed to have some say-so in the decision. And and we got together and we made a decision to dismiss schools at 11 o'clock. It could have been a very chaotic time, it could have been a mess. But due to the leadership at the schools, the leadership of the teachers, everybody involved, the bus drivers being available to get those kids home, it was a very smooth process. So I know it was not convenient for anybody to go through that, but we made the best decisions we could at the time. Had we known this was coming, we of course would have been to school before anybody got on the bus. But that was unavoidable. So I appreciate the cooperation, the positivity, and the leadership that took place that day to make it such a smooth event.